That ain't saltwater rated, son. I know it ain't because it costs like $500.
Hey guys, Captain Jake, Wildman Warehouse. Look here. I'm gonna do a quick video. Put a beach in my backyard. A wood dog box. Put a beach in my backyard, and you would be incredibly amazed how easy it was.
Okay, whatever y'all want to do. Touch it, don't touch it, I don't care.
I'm gonna touch it.
Jacob's gonna touch it.
Yeah, you done touched it. That's why she.
Oh my God, stop. What are we doing?
You know what I have to Captain Jake how-tos and reviews, and I'll build a beach in your
How
backyard.
to make people feel awkward. How'd you get pregnant? Not a
They should do a
How
how
to
to
knock
get
your woman
pregnant
up.
thing.
Stop. Part 3.
What?
All right, Marty, take a Yes. 1, 2.
Anyway, look. Hardest part about building this beach in your backyard is getting permission. And that's why
Okay.
you never ask permission, you just ask forgiveness.
Okay. All right. Okay.
That way, they love it before they aren't sure if they're gonna like it. That's what I did. I just started working out here. And all I did was I took a huge roll, 250 foot long, 5 foot wide landscaping material, and I cut it in strips. I measured this beach, how long I wanted it to be. This is 30 foot long. I wanted a big beach. I wanted enough room to park my paddle boat, my kayak, my paddle board, and all the kids to play, and not kill my grass. I wanted an entryway to enter the water without getting mud in my toes, and I wanted the kids to enjoy the pond. You'll notice kids will swim in a pond 90% more if they have a sandy entry point. I grew up on the river, I grew up on the bayou. I know this because I grew up doing this. And if you had to step in the mud to get in the water, kids weren't gonna get in the water, especially city kids. These kids have a beach to walk down there and wade, they're not getting their toes in the mud. It changes the whole experience. It's just, I can't explain it, it just does. So what I did was, put down landscape material. And I didn't stop at the water line. I kept going 10 foot out in the water line. I put 2 strips past the water line and I nailed them down with landscaping stakes. I'll link everything I used in the description of this video to make it easy for you. But these stakes come just as any kind of landscape material. It just punches right through the landscape material and anchors that landscaping material down into the mud. And that's to keep it from just floating up over time. 90% of the work can be done by the material on top of the landscape material, holding that material down. So I nailed down the landscape material 10 foot out into the pond, and then I actually took landscaping stakes, little 2 foot long stakes with pointy ends, and I screwed them to the back of 1x5 by 12s. And I took those and I made a seawall back down in the pond to catch, because the rain is going to wash this stuff out. What's going to happen is every time it rains, it's going to carry this sand. It's very fluid. It gets wet, it's fluid. It's going to wash it in the pond. So I wanted to do that. I wanted to take the sand into the pond because I wanted to create an entryway. You're going to lose sand. That's part of the process. That's what you want. So I created a seawall down there, which is a 1x5 with a stake in it. I took a hammer, I went down there, got on my knees. It's like 3 or 4 foot deep out there, and I beat that thing down. Then I got 3 or 4 sacks of Quikrete. I took the bag of Quikrete out there with me, and I sunk it, cut a hole in the bag. It's gonna bubble a lot, it's gonna fill up with water. Once the bag fills up with water, I poured it on each one of those stakes and created a mound and kind of dug in around those stakes to anchor it down. That's gonna help hold those stakes into place. Quikrete's cheap, it's like $2 a bag. And I put like 4 bags across the back of 2 or 3 1x5 by 12s across the back of this beach. Wasn't really anything to it. So that way, as the rain washes it down there, it's gonna overflow over the top of that 1x5, but that's fine. I wanted to create a backstop so the sand starts backing up and piling up. Then I brought about 20 yards of mason sand in. Mason is what they use to lay bricks. They mix it with the mortar or whatever. I don't know about all that bricklaying. It was just the cleanest sand they had, $40 a yard. I brought a bunch of it in. This project cost me $2,000 probably altogether. Nothing to it. Started dumping it out. I rented a skid steer, and I started just bringing it back here. I removed a section of my fence and started bringing it back here. Make sure you dump the sand in your driveway. Don't dump it in your yard. You're gonna ruin your yard. Like I was saying. Hey, look. If I can do that.
I got you on